Hello and welcome back to Sunless Sunday, where we sail the Sunless Sea with me, Bardon, and Lady Sakura. We're going to leave here. Our next port of call is going to be Shepherd's Isle. Yeah, and then we're going to go for Chapel of Light. Okay, yeah. You know where we're going, good. Oh, we definitely got to go around here. Okay, and let's pop in here. Oh, do you know what happens? We didn't let enough time pass. Yeah, so we're gonna have to leave and just sit just outside the port for a bit. Until we actually get. So it takes a minute for the little bell to go off, which means that we will get a something awaits here. So like this is a bit of an issue, not a huge issue, but a bit of an issue with the upgraded engine we have. It means that we can, for certain ports, we can get between them before that full minute passes. And if you're not careful, then you end up in a situation like this where either you accept that you're not going to get something awaits, or you have to leave and wait it out so that you then trigger it anyway. And I'm not particularly careful with stuff like that, so it happens to me a lot. Right, let's pop in there. Okay, so we're going to get our port reports. Oh, yes, there's been goings on. In the bleak light of the false stars, surface roiling like a polish pot, up with a roar of steam and flash of fire, 3 widows swimming, tentacles. And we saw His Highness. There's a lot of this material. I would like to read the rest of that material, actually. Okay, now, Tales of Standing Stones. I think it would be a good idea to reduce our terror. A picnic at the Standing Stones. The bearded villagers will sell you mutton stew and kefir, and stone bottles of cold, fresh spring water, and row you over to the stones. A peaceful afternoon. Your sailors watch the fireflies shimmer, swap shanties, pass round the grog and shy stones at the more vampirically inclined zebats. Grasses nod in the breeze. Across the dark water, the lights of Abbey Rock glow watchfully. So we lose 3 terror. It's not amazing, but it's not too bad. Curse, the bearded watchman tells you. There are no actual shepherds on the Shepherd's Isle. Sheep are mostly illegal here. No, indeed. It's just the name of the gentleman that found the islands. Greybeard sitting in the village square nods solemnly. No sheep, one says, but plenty of tales. Ask us anything. Okay, well, cheers for that. We're going to leave. Right, so next port is going to be Chapel of Light. Yeah, and then Abbot Horizon. Okay, cool. I'm feeling that nightmare is going to pop up again pretty soon. On the surface, the sun still warms the earth, or so one assumes. This must be Void's approach. The air crackles with frosty radiations. To the north, the false stars fail into darkness. Okay, we're pretty much on a straight go. Yeah, we're on a straight course into Mount Nomad. Screw that. Let's avoid the hell out of you. That thing would just completely wreck us. Oh, and it's actually pretty close to the port as well. Let's try to dive into the port. We've got 2 speed going, so we should be okay. Let's go. Okay, did it. Good. Furtive, faithful gather in the shadows between the many, many candles. The bell tolls in the chapel tower. Cracked iron laughter. Beware, this isle is full of voices. Let's gather some intelligence. What occurs here between the darkness and the light? The smiling priest in a red cassock tends the chapel. The congregation are shy of light. They come and go in little ships, and it's strangely difficult to count them. Perhaps some of them are imaginary. Still, you know the name of a ship or two. Now, this one is interesting. So, we have to have 3 ambiguous eoliths. We've only got 1. Another day's time. The healer, 50, and we have, yeah. Okay. And we'd actually get an extraordinary implication at that. That would be nice. But that's something for the future, I guess. Right, let's go. Let's go really fast, actually. Yeah, go, go, go. Before it decides we're dinner. Okay, we should be far enough ahead now. Can back off. Right, Abbott Horizon. We're almost there. Two vast winged shapes guard a gate of something like resin, smooth but uneven. It is deep gant, the colour that remains when all other colours have been eaten. Ice crusts over the crack between its valves. Approach, and your breath freezes, falls tinkling in shards in the air. Be utterly foolish to touch the thing. A merciless wind blows from everywhere to everywhere. It passes without effort through your bridge coat, your flesh, your lungs. The dock lies empty. We need 40 material for passage. Yeah, I'm still wondering whether this is where we have to go for the thing that we're doing. It probably is, actually. Look into the stars. I don't think we'll do that. Gather intelligence, such as there is to gather. Out there where nothing moves. Nothing moves. This stillness is itself of interest to the admiralty. It's not impossible someone foolish might attempt to open the gate. It's not inconceivable that it might open from the other side. And what then? Well, we already know someone's gone through from this side. There are obviously no shops here. Right, so we're going to head off. Our next port is going to be Mount Palmerston, which is good because we are actually running a little low in terms of fuel and supplies. The crawling stars. The lookout shouts far above the false stars in the cavern roof are shifting. A rare and ominous event. What now? Record the change and assign a name. If the new shape seems well omened, your crew may be cheered. Who knows? Okay. So, what is it going to be? Probably the bat, right? The alarming pig. Pigs, one sailor says. It's always pigs. What's wrong with pigs? The boatswain shakes a solemn head. Never ask about pigs at sea, he insists. You were unlucky. Better luck next time. We gain 1 terror. Okay. That 1 terror now does not seem all that significant, but later when we hit 90 terror and the crazy music starts, we'll remember that. Well, we'll actually forget, but Maybe you'll remember that we could have been still at 89 and having nice music. So let's see in terms of... So Anth is the next underwater place that we're going to go to. Okay. We probably should have gone to Guider's Morn, because it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to get there without... Because I think we're going to take in these on the way down here and go to Nook. Yes, so Guider's Morn is going to be, unless we have a specific reason for going there, we're probably going to avoid it. Palmerston Reach. There's brimstone on the wind. Engines are really fighting their way through this, aren't they? Snow swoops down from the north. The ship's engine labour against it. Told you. Okay, swing around and get into the port. Mount Palmerston. Sullen lights glow green at the jetty's edge. Behind the port buildings, the island is knee-deep in ash. There are ruins here and there of houses destroyed by fire. Far above the mountain's top flickers red, just for an instant. Okay, so we shall chat to the poor folk about the Brimstone Convention. There was a revolution in hell, and the aristocracy of devils fled here. Here they plot in exile, a shrug and a curse. They don't do us any harm. They stay up there and we stay down here. Hell's fighting itself. It's good for us all, isn't it? Yeah, maybe. Let's explore the island. Tangles of thorn scrub climb the rocky slopes of the volcano. A privateer encampment. This was an empty cliff top above the bleak waves, now blazed with colour. Striped tents, coloured flames, the music of pianola and kettle drum, mustachioed women and languorous men play chess, carve bones, eat cats, and polish their terrifying brass weapons. These are Iron Republic privateers, pirates whose practices contravene the very laws of nature. Well, let's go creep close and eavesdrop. The Republic is privy to the gossip of hell. Creep close, you may learn impossible secrets. Fragments of meaning. They are speaking of a raid on the Khan's glory, from which they stole pieces of prayer, of a boast that a rival band made about stealing the Empress's wedding dress, of a sort of spice meal which fills the heart with love. But they speak, too, almost coherently, of privateer lairs in the Western Wall, of passwords in use, of brass embassy protocols, of turning techniques for drawing lost souls close. A buzzing rises in your brain as you listen, till your eyebrows unfocus and your tongue feels thick and heavy. You creep away before anything worse can happen. But this is an odd and useful miscellany of facts. Okay, cool. So we gained 1 terror, we got 24 fragments. Okay, now we're going to go to the shop. We're going to buy ourselves some fuel. Going to buy ourselves some supplies. Okay, so we're full up. Ambiguous Elot. We could have got that and gone back. Where was it anyway? Was the sisters? Possibly. Could have done it there, right? But yeah, I think we are going to leave that one there. So I hope you have enjoyed. I hope you're keeping safe. And I hope to see you next time. Goodbye. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, maybe you'll hit the subscribe button there on the right and check out some other videos here on the left.